have some thoughts that I feel like not everyone is gonna love. I feel like the more that I've been talking about mental load and talking about things that moms struggle with, being a working mom, how we're balancing that, I've received so many comments from, and honestly, I kind of feel like it's more of like the boomer generation, like so offended by working moms for some reason. So many comments around like, stay home and raise your kid. Why would you be picking a career over your children? And I find that so interesting because it is 2026. Did anyone ever kind of like stop to think that potentially women may want to have a career and that it's actually okay to want to have children and to want a career? You can actually do both. And for so many years, women fought to be able to work. Women fought to be able to go to college, vote, buy a house. For some reason, it seems like talking about the struggles that mothers go through is so triggering for like people in that generation, which I find really interesting because I actually came from a long line of working women. My mother, she worked her butt off. She literally like left an abusive relationship to give me a better life. She went to night school for 13 years to try to get her degree, start her career. My grandmother was a night nurse like her whole life, her whole career. I come from a long line of just working women, not like anything crazy, just middle class working women who went to college, educated themselves. And I've never felt like they didn't care about me just because they were going to work. Yet for some reason, when we work and we talk about the struggle of balancing work and being a mom, then that is not okay with so many people. And instead, it's kind of like, yeah, I did that. I didn't complain. So you need to like sit down and shut up. And it's so interesting because it's like, how's that going for people who were raised like that, right? Because now our generation who were raised in homes like that, where it was like, go to your room and don't come back until you have a smile on your face. Don't talk about your feelings. Don't complain about anything. How's that going for this generation? Because everyone's in therapy. There's more mental health issues than ever before. There's higher suicide rates than ever before. There are so many challenges, right? So all of a sudden now we're not allowed to talk about things, but you know what that does? Just silences all the moms and makes them feel like they're alone in their feelings and their thoughts and their struggles. And instead we could be talking to people and saying, how did you struggle? How did you deal with that 6-month regression or this? So instead of us just sitting around and chastising mothers for working, chastising mothers for talking about how hard it is, what if we actually all communicated and collaborated together so that we could figure out how we're all getting through this, right? And the whole point, I mean, in my opinion, of kind of like social media and connection is to see what other people are doing, how they're struggling. Oh, that person's struggling with that too. I don't feel as alone now. And how are they dealing with it? How did this person get through that? I'm very confused by the negativity around mothers that want to talk about things they're struggling with and mothers that want to work.